The Norwegian ambassador to Nigeria, Jens Peter Jamprad, has promised that his country seeks to expand trade ties with Nigeria from fisheries to other mutually beneficial areas. He disclosed this while speaking on the sidelines of the 2018 Norwegian-Nigeria Seafood Fair in Lagos. Details in this report.
Trade and exchange of goods between nations has existed in one form or the other for centuries, and for a maritime nation like Nigeria, this is especially true. Trading links existed pre-colonization and still does today between nations, with the one between Nigeria and Norway said to have existed for over a century, majorly in seafood, especially stockfish or panla as is known locally. The links, according to the Norwegian ambassador to Nigeria, is one that the Royal Embassy of Norway seeks to extend to include other mutually beneficial areas.
Particular emphasis on trying to improve and expand and develop the fish exports from Norway to Nigeria. But also it's about creating a perception, getting Norway known in Nigeria, because we are much more than fish. We have a big cooperation in many other areas, in particular in the oil and gas sector. But the fish exports have been the mainstay of Norwegian exports to and trade relations with Nigeria since 1890. So it's a long-term, stable and very important part of our bilateral trade.
It said the Norwegian Seafood Council is also willing to transfer expertise to Nigerians and help empower Nigerian youth.
I mean, if you look at the Norwegian fish exports, it's basically from salmon, which is done in aquaculture, fish farming, and that's an area where we have a huge competence in Norway and a lot of expertise. And Nigeria only produces approximately 1/3 of its consumption of fish. So fish farming, in addition to fishing in your high seas, is one area of improving the self-sufficiency in fish production in Nigeria. So that's where we could cooperate in addition to expanding Norwegian fish exports.
First of all, I would like to say that Norway has been exporting seafood to Nigeria since the 1890s. So we have long traditions, but it's particularly in the southeast that this fish has been imported and enjoyed. Now we want to make our product known all over the country, and we also want to reach out and make sure that we talk to the young people to make sure that they also continue to buy Norwegian seafood. Stockfish is known in Nigeria. Almost everybody knows it, but not everybody knows that it's Norwegian. So we want to emphasize on that and make sure, because the Norwegian stockfish has very high quality.
For all the stakeholders at the fair, the event extends beyond seafood, but also include exchange of ideas, culture and food.
Norway has exported a lot of fish to Nigeria for over 100 years. And we want to acknowledge that we are doing this, and we try to increase the amount of seafood that we export. We have much more than the current import to Nigeria. There are other species and other things we can export of Norwegian seafood.
So this exhibition is part of the Norwegian Seafood Council and the government of Norway's social responsibility to their importers and the good people of Nigeria that buy the stockfish from them. The second objective is to show Nigerian youth the various methods of preparing stockfish.
Cookie competition on the innovative use of stockfish in food later held, with the winner emerging in Osun Adiola, but the event was not without its unique nature, with dancing a big part of it.